India was slave for thousands of years. But the question is, why? Why slavery? Weren't we able to grab the opportunities? Weren't we able to fight all these kingdoms who enslaved India? The question arises from somewhere BC 300 BC or 326 BC. At that time, Emperor Ashoka just spread Buddhism at a higher phase. And with that spreadism of Buddhism, with that spreading of Buddhism, it just covered whole of the Middle East approximately. Now, what happened after 614 and 700 AD? Some invaders were looking forward to conquer something from the mainland India, and they got to know that these people are too rich. These people are having diamonds, precious stones, golds, and other precious items. So they were looking to invade these countries. Now the first problem was the route which they were having, or they were planning to invade India. That route was full of the Buddhists, and as per the Buddhism, violence is restricted. So it made very easy for the invaders to capture the mainland area, the entry point, the Indus and the Sindhu valleys, to capture or invade India. Now the second point. The second point is of supremacy and diplomacy. Now the biggest contrast is here that we, the people of India, always believed in supremacy. Times before, we always believed in supremacy of the monarch kingdoms. Like if a monarch is ruling, he is the supreme power, and the aliens, I mean to say, people from abroad, the foreigners, they were treated as just aliens. They are out of our reach, and we don't care about them. We don't damn care about them. But when invasion started after 800 or 900 AD, after the starting of the invasion, people just followed diplomacy somehow. Why? It's not really elaborated in the history, but yes, somehow they started diplomacy. Diplomacy is a very good word. Like it feels so good to the ears, but diplomacy is not so fantastic for a kingdom, a monarch kingdom, what the Indians took for granted. They were looking for some diplomatic relations with the foreigners, the invaders. Some of them just joined their hands to them, and some of them being the part of those armies which were fighting for those invaders just for a diplomatic relation. They try to fight someone alien, and he just came here for a bunch of gold coins and a bunch of some jewelries and something maybe. So this behavior, why the monarch shouldn't be diplomat, but this behavior of diplomacy just scrambled up and just grabbed whole of the country in 1,000 years of slavery. Now the next question arises that when this slavery ended, people say, okay, 1947, that was the year of independence, 15th of August, and India just ended up all the slavery. But the question is it really? Like in 1020 AD, 1020, India was captured by the Pashtun rulers. Then after in the 1500s, in the 16th century, those times by the Mughal rulers, Pashtun, then Islamic rulers, then Muslim Mughal rulers, then came the Britishers, and so on. So they were captured, they were enslaved for thousands of years. But the question is, did India got its independence on 1947? It's not really like that, because if you will see something very ridiculous in the history, it was done in 1975. After the independence, approx 38 to 40 years spent by, and now people are being just sent to the imprisonment for political imprisonment scheme. Is it really independence? I don't feel so. Like, being independent is like you are having your own constitution, and that constitution governs the country. It's a memorandum book, and there are some people representatives. That is a democracy. But was India a democracy till 1977? I don't feel so. It was a democracy. It was just a diplomatic monarch. We were governed by a diplomatic monarch, where monarch system was established with highly, means 90% plus diplomatic relations and enthusiasm and protocols. So those diplomatic protocols just created this formal monarch system into a informal democratic system, and we were governed by the same. So India was enslaved because of the 2 points. First, we were not able to cover up our boundaries. It's a best thing to learn for nowadays. The first thing, we were not able to look up for our boundaries because the boundary was covered by the Buddhist people, preachers who don't want wars. Second thing, we people were of monarch reality, but we followed the diplomatic relations at that monarch system, which just outraged us, and it was devastated, and the people just grew up into slavery for hundred of years. So this is the second thing to learn. Be diplomatic, but you have to choose where supremacy is important. Always diplomacy is not the answer to the question. That's all for this video. Hope to see you next time. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.